Dawson Rider with you.
Hey YouTube, Dawson Rider here. Welcome to my review for Power Rangers Beast Morphers episode 17 or 18, depending on what count you're doing, regular or Xfinity guide count. This episode I thought was solid. It was kind of a fillery episode. Like, honestly, most of the Beast Morphers episodes in this back half have kind of been like a fillery episode with a dash of plot, but it's not quite like it was in Supercharge or Super Steel, where it felt like, I mean, the filler, I guess, was the main plot. But if you know what I mean, like, there was this weird vibe in those series where, like, the school play was, like, the most important thing, and it felt like the Ranger stuff was very incidental. And it doesn't really feel like that in Beast Morphers, even though we kind of have had these episodes where there's kind of, like, a main filler-type plot for the Rangers, but then the villains will have something main going on. I mean, I wouldn't really say it's main, but, like, Vargoyle revealed himself to them, and they realized that he had their powers a bit. And then there's the kind of infighting between Vargoyle and the Blaze and Roxy combo after they were kind of competing for this power-up, and now they're united against Vargoyle. And like I said last week, I really like that dynamic. Both dynamics, actually. I like the infighting between the villains. It makes the villains feel like they have a place and a presence in the show, which is something both Sentai and Ranger have had a problem with in the most recent years. So I really like that aspect of it, and I like this sort of running storyline of the stolen powers in Vargoyle that are both things that they've managed to have a decent job catching up with. So I like that stuff. But as far as like the main plot of the episode, it was kind of a couple different Ranger-y tropes, but the premise was that there was going to be this famous person coming to the city, and then she originally ended up canceling, but like as a result there was like a camera on scene when the Rangers transformed, and it was the camera of Zoe's mom, and she got the footage of the Rangers transforming. It was like one of those classic situations where obviously this ended up happening, but they got it on tape and then they wound up destroying it before anything happened, before they found out about it exactly. But like she knew I don't know why no one watched this right away, because she obviously didn't find out Zoe and her friends were the Rangers, but she got the footage of the Rangers transforming and she was going to reveal it, and the whole plot was basically the Rangers were trying to figure out how to stop it, and it wound up being kinda dumb. Like, I didn't hate it, and I did like that we got, like I've talked about in previous episodes, I like that we're getting to see the Rangers' lives with their parents and stuff, because most seasons in recent years have only focused on Dad. I like that aspect, and I like getting to see some of Zoe's character, which has been more focused in general, but kind of that aspect with the relationship with her mom. But it was kind of cheesy, where it's like, all of a sudden, which I found to be pretty unbelievable, I'm not a TV producer guy, so I don't know if this would happen, but she like convinces her mom to let her interview the celebrity who originally canceled but is now back, and sort of steers the interview towards basically what famous people have to deal with their identities out, to sort of guilt her mom into giving the tape over and not showing it and not looking at it or whatever. I mean, if Grid Battle Force really cared that much about their identities, they probably could have broken and stole the tape, or came to her and been like, whoa, you stole our tape, if you do this we're gonna like arrest you or call the cops or sue you or something. Or, I mean, I would've go out as a Ranger and been like, don't show the tape to anyone. Honestly, what I thought was gonna happen was that Zoe was gonna morph and go talk to her mom about like what the Rangers would have to deal with if their identities were outed as the Yellow Ranger and not Zoe, which I actually would have preferred. I think it would have been kind of cool, but I think there was a lot of easy situations to get it out of her hands compared to the kind of cheesy solution they went with, even though I didn't hate it as much as I thought I would. I mean, like I said, it was kind of dumb and unbelievable, but it wasn't that bad. But still, they could have done things in a different way. But I don't know. It was whatever, I guess. And it also kind of brings up the point of how weird it is, and I've talked about this before in a couple different videos about this series, the secret identity situation, because this is like one of the first times we ever had like an organization of Rangers whose identities were a secret. Because usually when they're like a government base or any sort of official organization or something in that neighborhood, their identities are always public. So it's like weird having that situation, and I feel like that situation, or that dilemma, has been brought up several times. So that's definitely a weird beat. I'm actually kind of hoping that at some point in season 2 their identities are outed, just because I think it would be kind of cool to have Season 1 deal with the secret identity dynamic, and then Season 2 with the public dynamic. And I don't know, it's definitely an interesting choice. I don't mind it in a lot of ways. Sometimes I find it kind of dumb, but on other times I think that it's kind of interesting to have the organization with secret identities because it's not been done before. But I think it will be kind of a nice way to give something different for Season 2 to play off of, to have their identities then outed, and you can do a bunch of different plots with that, whether filler or main. But anyway, overall, I thought this was an okay episode. I found it to be enjoyable. There was parts I liked. I think there was a little bit too cheesy and weird solutions to this, but it was fine. I'd give it a 7. Until next time, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and climb the steps and ring that bell so you get notifications from my videos. Helps me out a lot, guys. Till next time, Dawson Ryder, signing out.